controversial subject, so I look forward to hearing your views on rewards, because my experience in the UK, and Keith is here to attest to it, is that there are a lot of cultural baggage around whistleblowing. And particularly when it's an American emissary who's trying to preach the gospel. I think there's a sense that Americans are overly litigious and mercenary, and that we have to pay people to do the right thing, whereas in the United Kingdom, they do the right thing, and elsewhere, they do the right thing just because it's the right thing to do. So I'll put all of that out there to allow you to feel free to criticize and ask some tough questions. But the programs that we act under, really, I give the credit to the United Kingdom that our original whistleblower program comes from, it's called the False Claims Act, and it actually comes from English common law. And it was a concept of, it's called the qui tam statute, and it's Latin for he who stands in the shoes of the king as well as himself. So there was a concept even back in the 7th century that we didn't even have police officers to, or sufficient police officers to check on everything. So the idea was that your neighbors could report on their neighbors for Sabbath law violations. And so that's sort of where it came from. And we adopted it during the Civil War. And the idea was it takes a rogue to catch a rogue. So the idea was in the Civil War when defense contractors were selling lame donkeys and gunpowder cut with sawdust to the Union Army, the sense was, how best to figure that out, to find these frauds, than to have a well-placed insider. So it goes back that far. And the False Claims Act really is exclusively limited to anytime there is basically fraud in public procurement. Anytime a government contractor has cheated the American taxpayer, then we have not just the ability to file a tip, which I think a lot of you are familiar with under the SEC and CFTC programs, but actually to launch a lawsuit in the name of the government.